Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So I'm bringing you this video because Credo Beauty is doing their annual Friends and Family sale, and it is starting today, November 1st, which is when I'm posting this video, and it will go through November 4th. This really is the only sale that Credo Beauty has. I have been an affiliate for a little bit less than a year now, and this is the only sale they have. Throughout the year, sometimes I'll do like special promotions where you can get like extra gifts at purchase and things like that, but this is the only time I've ever seen them do a discount. And they did this last year and it seems to be an annual thing, but it's happening now. So with the code CLEAN20, I will put that down below in the description box as well, you can get 20% off your purchase, which is kind of huge and really exciting. So I am an affiliate for Credo Beauty, so if you choose to make any purchases at Credo Beauty and use any of my links, I would greatly appreciate that. Any money that I make from sales just goes to support Naturally Beautiful Girl. It's at no additional cost to you. It's the same price as if you were not to use my affiliate links. It just helps me keep Naturally Beautiful Girl up and running so I can review more non-toxic, cruelty-free products for you. But anyway, so because the sale's happening, I thought, kind of in the spirit of Sephora VIB sales, I would share with you some of my recommendations for the sale and also my wish list, what products I'm thinking about picking up. I'm filming this a little bit before the sale, obviously, so I have time to edit it and post it in time for the sale. So the products I am saying are on my wish list may or may not be what I actually end up purchasing. I have a little bit of time to mull it over, but I thought I'd just share with you what I recommend and also what I'm thinking about picking up myself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right in. I'm gonna start off by what is probably one of my favorite products. And if you haven't tried this, it's a great time to go pick this up and try this out. This is the Great in Skincare Super Sensitive Face Foam. This is probably my favorite face cleanser. And I've talked about it so many times, but it is so gentle. It only has 3 ingredients other than the surfactants that are actually acting as a soap. It's just so gentle, it works so well, it doesn't irritate your skin. I love it. If you've not checked this out, I definitely would recommend checking it out during the sale. I 100% recommend it. I think it is really great for all skin types because it just cleans your face without being overly stripping or drying. Wonderful, wonderful product, and I am very happy that this is carried at Credo. Another skincare product that I really love is the Osea Blemish Balm. This product is really a must-have if you have oily and or acne-prone skin. It is a moisturizer, but it is so lightweight, and if you have oily skin, finding a lightweight moisturizer is key. Because so many moisturizers feel really heavy on your skin, and yes, you do want to be adding moisture to your skin even though you do have oily skin, because adding more moisture can help your skin to not produce quite as much oil. But you don't want to feel weighed down and heavy with oil because you just don't need that level of moisture in your skin. And this product is just so great. I love using it in the morning. When I travel, I will bring this as my only like moisturizer face oil. This will be my one and only product. And I just love it because it gives my skin the hydration it needs, but it's not too heavy. And it also what's important about it is it contains tea tree oil. And I have found for me that using products with tea tree oil is really great to help combat acne. It is vegan and cruelty-free as well. I highly recommend it. It is just a fantastic product. I have repurchased this. I'm partway through my bottle. When I run out of this, I will repurchase it again. It's a product that I really have to have on hand, can't run out of. 100% a recommendation to pick up. Another product that if you've not tried it out, now would be a good time to try it out as well, is the Kaya Naturals Takasumi Detox. I really have come to love this deodorant. It works great on me. There's a couple things I like about it. First of all, it is a baking soda free deodorant, so if you have any sort of sensitivity to natural deodorants that use baking soda, this is a great alternative. It is a charcoal deodorant, so it's like gray, which is kind of cool, but it goes on clear. And I also like it because it doesn't stain my clothes. I don't get like white marks on my clothes or anything like that. And it just works well. I have the scent here in Sakura Blossom. I love this scent. It's a great floral scent that's an alternative to rose scents or lavender scents. I've also tried their Juicy Bamboo scent. That one's great as well. It's a little bit more of a fresh, almost appley scent. I also really like their Lime and Mint scent. That one is great. I think I've smelled all the scents and they all smell wonderful. So whatever one just sounds good to you, it will work well. There is a bit of a process to adjusting to this deodorant because it is a natural deodorant, especially if you've not used a natural deodorant before. But I love that Kaya Naturals has a lot of literature to walk you through that process and kind of let you know what to expect during the process. So it's a great deodorant. Definitely a great time to check it out. It's a little bit more expensive, but picking it up during the sale is an awesome time to try it. Also, Credo Beauty does have the travel size of the deodorant, and for me, that travel size lasts about 30 days, which is the time you need to go through the full detox process. So if you don't want to purchase a full size, you could also pick up the travel size and try that out as well. If you use about the same rate I do, which I use deodorant every day, and it lasted me about 30 days, that is a great option to test out as well. Another product that I definitely think is worth picking up during the sale is, not surprisingly, the Aether Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I have done a couple videos about this. I've done a Get Ready With Me where I use this palette. I love it. It's a really great palette. It is a bit more on the expensive side, so if you've been eyeing this, now is the time to go get it because you can get it 20% off, which is an awesome savings. I love it. The packaging of this palette is beautiful. The colors in the palette are beautiful as well. The pigmentation is great. The blendability is great. I'm wearing these shadows on my eyes today. I reach for this palette so much. If you look in the description box of a lot of my recent videos, you will see me wearing this palette. It has been one that I just keep reaching for again and again. Fantastic, 100% recommend. Because it is a bit more of an expensive palette, there's another more affordable palette that I also love at Credo Beauty, and this is the one from Ebates. The palette I have is the Pretty palette. This is what the shades look like here. I got this quite a while ago, and honestly, I'm still in love with it. I still love it when I reach for it. You don't have as many options as you do in something like the Aether Beauty palette. You're a little bit more limited. You only have 6 shades, but this palette does have a really big mirror, and I think the nice small size is great for traveling. I take this palette with me often when I travel because it is so compact, and the quality is really great as well. I've done a whole bunch of videos about this, but if you want something a little bit more affordable price point, but you still want a palette, awesome option as well. Definitely still a palette that I recommend. Even though I have been, showing other palettes a lot of love lately, that palette is still one that I use and reach for and still love. I have to recommend, and I actually need to repurchase, and this is the Ilia True Skin Foundation. I realized just the other day that I'm nearly out of this. Like, I was pumping it, and then I was like, why is there not a lot coming out? And then I unscrewed it and realized that basically all the product that's left in here is what's coating the sides. So I need to get a new one of these as well for myself. But this has been one of my favorite foundations. It has moved into my top 3 foundation category. It's a more full coverage foundation. It's not full coverage, but it's definitely more of the medium coverage, which for non-toxic beauty is really great. And I have the shade Formentera, which is the lightest shade, and this does work well on my skin tone. So if you're fair like I am, this is a really good shade. Honestly, I love it. It works really well on my oily skin. It's a little bit more dewy, but it's not too dewy. It's just a nice, a little bit more hydrated finish. Definitely not on the matte side, but it's really long wearing. It lasts beautifully on my skin. I will get a little oily throughout the day, but it does not break apart. I wore this foundation all summer long, and we were hitting above 90 a lot of days up here in New England, and so this foundation made it through all of that. I'm still wearing it now as we're getting into more dry weather, so it's working great now as well. I'm going to repurchase it if that shows you how much I love it, so it's definitely a standout product. If you do want something that is a bit more light coverage, I also do recommend the Kosas Tinted Oil Foundation. I have the lightest shade in this one, 01 as well, and that does work for me. It looks a little bit dark when you first squeeze it out, but because it is a more sheer coverage foundation, it does work really well for a variety of skin tones, including mine. So this is a great option if you want a really lightweight, no fuss, just kind of even out your skin tone, something you can apply with your hands. I find that when I apply it with a brush, I can build up the coverage a little bit. I mean, there's a limit to how much coverage you're gonna get with this, but it is definitely a great option if you'd like something a little bit lighter coverage than the Ilia True Skin, but definitely an awesome foundation and another one that's worth picking up during the sale, especially because it is a little bit more expensive. If you're curious about this one as well, I have a full video reviewing this, which I will link up above, and yes, it does work well on my oily skin. Next, I need to talk about what I have on my lips. And this is a Kosas lipstick. I have the shade Royal on currently. This is the only shade I own. But I love this shade. I love this formula. I think it's really a great lipstick formula. It is one of my top lipstick formulas. I'm trying to figure out how I rank them because I need to do a video about that, but this is definitely in my top lipstick formula category. Another awesome product to check out during the sale. One that I have been reaching for over and over again this fall, and I'm really glad I purchased it. It's extremely pigmented, very comfortable, long wearing, not drying. Like, what else can you ask for in a lipstick? Another lipstick that I really love that is also carried at Credo Beauty is the new Ilia Color Block lipsticks. I have the shade Rosette. I've worn this in a ton of videos. It's more of a warm pink shade, but the formula on this one is amazing as well. Definitely in my top lipsticks. It's also very long wearing, very comfortable, very creamy, all things that I look for in my lipstick formulas. This is another recent Credo Beauty purchase that I've fallen in love with, and this is the RMS Living Luminizer, and I feel like I was one of the last people to try this cult product, but it is an outstanding product. I have it on my cheeks today. That is what is giving me this glow. It's definitely more of a cool toned cream highlighter, so if you're looking for something like that, this is fantastic. I understand why it's such a cult product. It is really a great highlighter, and it's just creamy, easy to blend, gives a nice, very natural glow, and I think especially as someone with fair skin, like this shade is so good, and it can be really difficult to find highlighters that work so well on fair skin. This RMS highlighter in Living Luminizer definitely does. This guy here, I want to mention, it is not vegan, but it is cruelty-free. This is the Ritual Day Fee blush in Desire. I have two of these blushes, one in Rapture and one in Desire, but this one in Desire is definitely my favorite out of the two. And when I first saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, I'll never wear that. That thing is ugly, it's brown. But I had a makeup artist apply it on me at Credo Beauty, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is beautiful. And I'm also wearing this on my cheeks today. On my skin tone, it ends up pulling as a really nice neutral pink color. Like, it's not too bright of a pink, it's not too brown. It's just like very neutral pink, and I love it. Especially when I do things like a more berry look on my eyes. I really love reaching for this blush. It's an outstanding cream blush. The formula is fantastic. It wears super long on my skin. Definitely a worthwhile product. I wish it was vegan. Unfortunately, Ritual Day Fee does use carmine in some of their products, including their blushes, but if you are not concerned about it being vegan, it is an awesome product to check out. Finally, the last product I want to recommend during the sale is the Alima Pure Eye Primer. If you need an eye primer in Non-Toxic Beauty, this is definitely an outstanding eye primer. It really helps to intensify your eyeshadows and helps them to stay in place. Is it going to completely prevent your eyeshadows from creasing or transferring? No, but it definitely makes a huge difference for me. As you can see, I have very hooded eyes. I have oily skin, so I also have oily eyelids, and there's a distinct difference when I use this eye primer versus when I don't. What I like to do is I like to apply it, and then when the eyeshadow primer gets a little bit tacky, then I will go ahead and pack like a shimmer eyeshadow on. And what it does is kind of glue that eyeshadow down and also really intensify it. So one of my favorite products from Alima Pure. I love the brand, but this is definitely one of the best products that they have. Now I'm going to move on to some of the products I'm interested in picking up myself. As I mentioned, I am going to pick up another of the Ilia True Skin Foundation because I'm running out of mine and I really can't be without it. I also am going to pick up the new Ilia Brow Gel. I have been trying out the one from Juice Beauty. It's really great. You could also pick that one up during the sale. It's a really great product. It's in my monthly favorites, but I don't want to fully put my stamp of approval on it because I've not tried the Ilia. I feel like I need to compare them first before I tell you which one is the best. But the Juice Beauty is definitely solid. That's what I'm wearing in my brows today. I've been really enjoying it. but I also want to try out the Ilia because I feel like Ilia's products that they've been coming out recently have been amazing. Like their Color Block lipsticks are awesome, their Ilia True Skin foundation's awesome. So I think this brow gel will also be a really great product. I hope, at least. Also, PYT Beauty came out with a number of new products. I asked you guys on an Instagram poll if you wanted me to try them out, and you guys were like, yes. So there's the new PYT Beauty mascara, which is a fiber mascara similar to the Honest Beauty, which I also want to check it out for that reason because I love the Honest Beauty mascara. I'm wearing that today. And I really want to compare the two for you guys and let you know, is one better? Which one is better? So I will be probably picking that up too. And also PYT Beauty came out with a pressed powder blush and a pressed powder highlight. Their Heartbeat blush in the shade Exhale, which is a pinky toned blush. I probably will pick that up. I also will probably pick up their Upgrade highlighter in the shade Courtside. Probably will pick those up because I want to review those for you guys. You guys seem interested. Maybe I will finally get up the nerve to buy Hair Wise blush. I feel like if I were going to, the sale would be the time for me to do it. Do I really think it'll happen? Probably not. I'm also interested in the new concealers from Han Skincare Cosmetics. I know they came out with a lighter shade of one of their concealers, so that's also on my radar. There's also a newer lipstick brand. I think it's called Wyatt Butte. I probably am saying that wrong. I think it's a French brand that I've seen in person in Credo Beauty, but I've never tried any of their lipsticks. Would also be open to trying those. See, this is the whole problem. Whenever there's one of these sales, I just want to try everything. I also probably am going to pick up some more deodorant. I always need the Kaya Naturals deodorant, so picking up another one seems like a good idea. Also, I'm contemplating picking up another one of their dry shampoos. I have mixed feelings on that one. I really like it for texturizing and giving my hair more volume, but I don't think it's as good at absorbing oil as the Cocoa Lavish dry shampoo. So I actually have been using both in a mixture together, which is really extra and makes me feel very high maintenance, but I do like the results I get. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my Instagram. I'll have my handle down below. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl, and let me know what you're interested in picking up for the sale. Once again, the code you can use is CLEAN20. That will give you 20% off, and if you'd like to use one of my affiliate links, I would greatly appreciate that. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!